I wish that someone would have told me this about arm growth when I first started, because I would have saved years of wasted training. I spent so long doing what every single fitness influencer preaches, which is high volume, chasing the pump, and just going crazy on every exercise, and my arms barely grew. But then I discovered what actually works, and I went from 13-inch stick arms to nearly 20-inch arms when I was just 16 years old. And this single piece of advice changed everything for me. I wish someone would have just told me this from day one. I think people are really starting to come to the realization nowadays that less is actually far more when it comes to the gym. So many guys, especially of my age, like 18 years old, they're grinding in the gym like 6-7 days a week, and they're just building no muscle because they're doing things so pointlessly. The biggest lie that you were ever taught when it came to the gym and building muscle is that 3 sets for 10 to 12 reps is effective. I'm telling you right now, you're leaving so many fucking gains on the table if you're still doing 3 sets with 10 to 12 reps. Let me just give you a quick story. When I first did that, when I like for the first like year or two of the gym, I was doing that, and I was noticing I was so fatigued every single session. I started resenting the gym. I didn't even really enjoy it, and I was doing exercises just for the sake of hitting the 3 sets. I hated the gym when I was doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The best rep range, which is key point number 1, is for every single exercise, every single workout, you need to be doing 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps completely changed the game for me, because when you're only doing 2 sets per exercise, you have so much more intention on your sets. When you're training, you go into that set knowing that you only have to do 2, and something about that, like, it makes it just easier. It's like, imagine if you were doing like a 15-kilometer run versus like a 5K run. If you were doing a 5K run, you'd be like, you know, I've only got to do 5K, so let me just push hard. If you were doing like a 15-kilometer run, you would try and preserve a bunch of energy, and you try and like save it, so it gives you like a big front load of just being able to push as hard as you want. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, you just can't gain that much strength on it because you're fatiguing yourself way too much. You're not really leaving much space for recovery. Now, one thing that most people don't realize in the gym is that it's not about doing as many sets as possible and doing as many reps as possible. It's about strength. The only thing, like, I want you to switch your like brainwashed mind right now in thinking that like this hustle culture in the gym is effective. The only thing, please remember this, please note this down, please write it, please put it in your notes. The only thing that matters in the gym is, did I get stronger than last session? That's the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters is, did I get stronger since last session? If you got stronger, congratulations, you've built muscle. I only go to the gym 3 days a week, but every single session I show up, and because I'm so well recovered, because I'm only doing 2 sets every workout, I'm getting stronger, which literally means I'm building muscle, so I have that satisfaction. You're gonna show up so much harder if you just recover more, you only do 2 sets, you only do 6 to 8 reps. Because when you're doing those 2 sets, you're gonna go to absolute failure. You're doing 6 to 8 rep range, which is in the strength rep range. Like, I'm not a big fan of this like hypertrophy, like 10 to 15 reps. I'm not a fan of that, because what I've found is that what's built me the most muscle is just getting really strong on the key lifts. Like, for example, I'm only 67 kilograms right now, and I'm dumbbell pressing in each arm 50 kilograms. So it's like, you would just like, the stronger you are, it makes sense, right? Like, you would probably think, okay, if I could bench 140 kilos, I'd probably have a pretty big chest, right? So chase strength, stop chasing like getting a pump in the gym. You're gonna subconsciously just show up so much harder in the gym if you're only doing 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. I'm telling you right now, like, when I switched to this, the day I switched to this, I was so relieved. I was like, wow, oh, I actually don't hate the gym. I was just doing way too much this whole time. And if you guys like don't know the specific exercises that you should be doing, or like how to actually train, how to properly routine this, because routine is a very important thing as well. I have a group link below in the description. It's a school group which basically shows you how to build like the top 1% arm dominant physique, so you can actually be like the strongest, biggest guy in the gym. Everyone in the gym looks the exact same nowadays because they're doing too much. So going in this course is going to completely build you a physique that's just going to stand out, that demands attention everywhere you go. I'm only 18 years old, and I filmed with like some of the biggest influencers in the space, like Kino Body. He met up with me in London because my physique stood out to him so much that we filmed a video together. So it just goes to show how far you can go if you build a good physique. So check out the link in the description. It's going to show you everything that you need. I promise you that's going to be life-changing for you. So key point number 2, recovery over volume is the most important factor. It's really hard for us to believe this with the whole David Goggins, Andrew Tate hustle culture thing. Less is just, it's it's genuinely more. So for you, like if I was specifically going to give you like 2 action steps right now, train 3 days a week and track your workouts. That like if you can take anything from that video, that will change your life completely. The guys that don't track their workouts and the guys that train 6 days a week, they're wasting so much time, I'm telling you right now. So if you're wondering how I actually train 3 days a week, it's train, rest, train, rest, train, rest, rest, repeat. So it's basically like 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, and then 2 rest days. That is what I found to be the best thing, and that's going to benefit you the most. Training less, as I mentioned, is just the biggest key to muscle growth. As weird as it sounds, you're just going to show up with so much more intention. And then track your workouts. As I mentioned before, like your biggest concern is, am I stronger than last session? The only way that you can really tell if you've got stronger than last session on an accurate scale long term is just track your workouts. So I use this app called Rep Count. I'm not sponsored, it's a completely free app. I've been using it for years, and that's just how I like track my workouts every week. But I'm telling you right now, the people that don't track their workouts are just ridiculously stupid. Like they're wasting so much like gains, so much potential. Why would you not track them? It doesn't make sense. Why would you not track the main thing that's gonna like drive you to growth? So your goal is to track your workouts, train 3 days a week, recover like a madman. Like this is funny, but it should almost be like comical how much you recover. Like for me, like when I tell my friends I go to the gym 3 days a week, every day when they message me and they're like, Tom, do you want to go to the gym? I'm like, nope, it's my rest day. And it's like a funny joke with them, like they just laugh about it. You need to just be that guy that recovers so hard that whenever you show up in the gym, it's literally impossible for you not to be stronger than last session. When I go to the gym, it's impossible that I'm not stronger than last session because I recover so well, it's impossible. That means it's impossible that I'm not building muscle every session. How awesome would that be for you? Just recover like a madman. And if you're wondering what I do on the recovery days, because guys, I'll be honest, like you want to go to the gym, right? If you're like me, like a high testosterone driven 18-year-old, you probably want to go to the gym, but you need the discipline not to go to the gym. You don't need the discipline to go to the gym. If you're like anything like me, you need it not to go to the gym. Going too much is going to build you less muscle. So what I do like on my rest days is I focus on steps. So I'll do like 17,000 steps a day, which sounds extreme, but again, if you're anything like me, you'll have the fucking capability to do it. I download a step counter, make sure I get 17K steps. I go in the sauna or I do cardio. So there's many other different things, or just be a social human being, like go out and speak to your friends, but recovery over volume, recover like a madman, you build the most muscle. So key point number 3 that I wish someone would have told me about this so much is weighted chin-ups. It's very rare that I'll come on here and I'll give you a specific exercise, because in my mind, it's like, as long as you're improving, any exercise that you enjoy is gonna be the best. This exercise, it's a complete, it's like completely different. There's something about weighted chin-ups. It just blew my biceps up. This is the best exercise. I'm telling you right now, like most people think it's for back, but it's actually mainly for biceps if you hold your hand like this. It's the best exercise, hands off the best exercise for biceps. I wish I knew this before, because I would have absolutely blew up my biceps. If you can't yet do weighted chin-ups, which I'll be honest, like most guys can't, I would just progressively overload it. So for example, I would just start off on normal pull-ups, just do normal chin-ups like that. Most guys, they just assume that weights are gonna be better. Look at gymnast biceps, search up what a gymnast bicep looks like. They have bigger biceps than bodybuilders because they're doing all these like bodyweight exercises. Imagine how big, like just picture yourself being, because I can do pull-ups with 40 kilograms strapped to me, and I can do 20 kilograms and make it look like it's literally air. If you could do 40 kilograms added pull-ups, you'd probably have bigger biceps than if you could just do like 18 kilogram dumbbell like curl, right? So make sure that your main priority, your compound lift in the gym, so when you go in and you do biceps, I would start off on weighted chin-ups. For example, if you're doing back and biceps, do the weighted chin-ups first before anything else on back. Like, make this your top priority to get strong on. I promise you right now, if you just focus on getting stronger on weighted chin-ups, you're just gonna build the most insane biceps ever. And this is the thing, like, with the weighted chin-ups, don't like chase the pump, just chase getting stronger, because if you chase getting stronger, the outcome of that is that you're gonna get bigger. So weighted chin-ups, if someone told me about this, I would have, oh my God, I would have built muscle so much faster. It's gotten me so strong. Like it's crazy how I can just do so many pull-ups now. If you just do these 3 things, if you genuinely listen to this, you take my advice, I promise you right now, you will blow up in the gym. You'll build the biggest arms in the gym. You will get jacked. Once again, if you wanna join the school group, it's gonna build you the top 1% 1% physique, I can't stress it enough, you will genuinely stand out so much because we're doing things so much differently here. I'm building a community of people that are just genuinely going to build the top 1% physique. This physique's changed my life. I have so much more confidence. I'm so much bigger. I'm so much leaner. I can maintain a lean physique all year round because of this. So thank you guys for watching this. Join the school group below. I'll look forward to seeing you in there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.